What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gaming on Board. I know it's been a long time since our last video. We've had a lot going on. We had a family vacation, then a lot of stuff going on at work, and more excuses for not making videos. But anyways, we're back now, and this is a really good one. I'm really excited about this one. My wife and I watch live playthroughs from time to time, and every once in a while, someone will be giving away a board game. You know, people do board game giveaways all the time, and eventually I'd like to be doing the same thing. But anyways, my wife won a brand new copy of Carthage. This was on Kickstarter, and we won the nice neoprene playmat along with it, and the Derek and Lizzie Funkhauser promos from Board Game Spotlight. So I'll put a link down in the description to all of their social media stuff. They're really fun to watch, and they post tons of content all the time. So be sure to check out the Funkhausers. But anyways, let's go down to the table and take a look at Carthage and see what we won. Or what my wife won. She made sure I needed to say that. This is Carthage by Luke Seinen. I'm sorry. This is a deck building arena combat game by SAS Creative. Blood and glory await. Easy to learn, easy to die. 2 to 5 players, 30 to 60 minutes, ages 13 and up. And I have played this already, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion about it. The mighty Carthage lives for the theater. Blood and glory await inside. Will you answer their call? So, I like the box. I like the art on the front of the box. Alright, so here's the... I'll just tell you what I think about the game as we go through. So the packaging, I feel like if you would have seen the insert, I took the insert out so we could put the neoprene mat in here. And this is great. If you have the neoprene mat, this is perfect. If not, the box could have been cut off right about here, and then the instruction book would have been a normal 8.5 by 11 size. This is this is just nitpicky stuff, but this huge paper is kind of a pain to look at and flip through. But that's, like I said, just nitpicky. But anyways, the instruction book's very well done. It shows all the components, how the setup should look, and then it's got the phases in different colors clearly set out and all your different options, and it explains what everything means. So there's some advanced modes where you have beast cards, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. There's like 3 mini expansions in here. It's got 2 versus 2 rolls, 2 versus 2 chained, where you're chained together, you can't move, but so many spaces apart from each other. Oh, and there's even, if you're interested in solo gaming, because I'm a big solo gamer, I don't know what it is. I love playing with people. Preferably I would play with other people, but I love being able to sit down and play a game by myself. You can go to carthagegame.com/app and download the app, and it has specific rules for solo mode in here. Very cool. So you get a bunch of cards, and let me just lay this out real quick. This awesome mat here, because this isn't really, I'm not doing a unboxing. I just want to show you this game. So there's the play mat, and then you've got place here for your action cards and discard pile, and your theater discard pile, and then there's a market. So this is where you're going to build your deck from, because remember, this is a deck builder. So everybody starts with 10 basic cards, and then you earn fame through different things that happen throughout the game. So you'll have a theater deck here, and then this global effect comes out and affects everybody either immediately, at the end of the action phase, or at the end of the round. so that's cool. And you actually have an option here to go through the theater discard pile and put one of those cards back on top of the theater, so you're basically controlling what the next event is going to be. And anybody can do that for just 2 fame. So there's a deck here of action cards, and then there'll be a market. And each of these cards will have a cost. So I just want to talk about the art real quick. I wasn't super psyched about the art on these cards. Sometimes, I mean, most of the time, for me anyways, it's really hard to tell what the heck I'm looking at. I can see a guy there with a helmet and his arm raised up. I can't really tell you what's going on there. Everything's just real shadowy, real vague. But anyway, the functionality of the cards are great because the icons are clear, the cost is clear, the name of the card is clear. I like the little flavor text at the bottom. But the art, I feel like, could have just been a little bit better. So anyway, these cards have a cost in the top left, and then they'll have an action. This one, for example, is do 2 damage. The white part means if you do 2 damage, your opponent loses 4 fame. And this one, if you see a slash, it's attack or move. So do 3 damage or move 3 spaces. And then this is kind of the same thing. Move, do 3 damage. If you do 3 damage, push the person back 1. And then I think the only symbol you haven't seen so far is armor. So this will be the market. At the end of the round, everybody can spend their fame to purchase these cards. And everybody will have a board like this. There's a female side and a male side. And then this will be your color. This is your starting armor. So when you take damage, you move your armor down. If your armor gets to 0, you're eliminated. In a 3 or more player game, you can return to the arena as one of those beasts that I'll show you in a little bit. And then this is your fame track. You can only have 15 fame. And you lose all your fame at the end of the round. So it's best if you spend all your money. And there's something for every value. You can, just like any deck builder, you want to cull your deck and remove some of the less powerful cards. Like basically the cards you start with, you want to get them out of your deck. So you can pay 3 fame to remove 1 card from your discard pile from your deck and put it here. It's called focusing. You can pay 2 fame and wipe the whole market out and put 5 new cards out. You can pay 1 fame, take the first player marker. You can pay 2 fame and put one of the theater cards back on the top of the deck. So you're controlling the next event, basically. And at the end of the round, everybody will get to purchase or activate 1 ability, and then it goes back around the table, and then you can do it again, so on and so forth, until everybody's either passed or spent all their fame. So that's how you build your deck and get rid of cards that aren't as good. Here's the board that comes with the game. So if you just bought the game without the play mat, it would just be this board here, be a lot smaller, and it wouldn't have any place for the market cards. You just have to put those off to the side, off of the board. And you get 5 of these player boards. Everybody gets some cubes to keep track of their armor and their fame. You can't have any more than 20 armor, and you can never have more than 15 fame. I got these little standees for putting the beasts in when you do get a beast. And there are a few different setups in the back of the book. There's a suggested starting setup, and then there's a bunch of different other scenarios. So see, they've got a first game, junkyard dogs, dodging teeth, center stage, all these different setups. And what these are basically telling you to do is to put these different tokens out on the board in different spots. So when you walk over these, you activate them and get whatever it says. So this will give you 1 additional movement. This one will give you 2 fame, and you would lose an armor. And then there's ones where you gain an armor, gain a fame, and then there's some really cool ones that interact with the beasts, like a beast attacks you and you lose an armor. The X's are spots you can't move into. Here's the first player marker. And where's the one I'm looking for? There's some spike pits where if you push somebody into that spot, they take 1 damage. Oh wow, look at that. That one gives you a hit and you push them back 1. Oh, and if you were to push somebody back and they couldn't go, they couldn't move into that space. So like if this was here and you were attacking here against somebody here, and they would be pushed back and they couldn't move, they take 1 additional damage. So it's simulating them like bumping into that obstacle and getting hurt even more. Alright, okay, here we go. So you see this X has some spikes around it. So that's supposed to be like a spiked pillar. And if they bump into that, if they're forced into that spot, they take like 2 additional damage or something crazy like that. So there's a ton of these little tokens. And then again, here's where I'm being kind of nitpicky and not liking the art. These are the beasts. So when you come back, this one makes sense. I mean, you can clearly see what that is. That looks cool. That's like the old tattered lion. This one is, see, that's supposed to be like an upset fan or something. I guess you can kind of see that. There's the lion. So I guess the other one was like a saber tooth. There's the silverback. Yeah, so you might not be able to see it, but it's a hyena. And see, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, okay. This is the peacock. See? Anyway, I just would have liked some color. A little bit of color in the cards, and a little bit of color on these beast tokens, because it's hard to tell. Alright, so here's the actual beast cards themselves. So if you come back into the rhino, on your turn, you can move up to 4 places to 2 damage and hit the person back. And it tells you where you enter and when you take your action. So each of the animals have a different ability, but basically you no longer have a deck. You're just this animal, and you will do this action every single time. And then finally, here are the minis. There are 5 minis, 1 for each color. And they are pretty detailed. They're pretty nice. I mean, they're a little bitty, but they are nicely detailed. And I have seen a couple of these with some basic painting done and the bases washed, and they look pretty cool. So yeah, that's everything you get in the game, and I gave you an overview. I mean, I pretty much told you exactly what's going on. There's, like I said, those expansions will add, oh yeah, I got to show you these promos, and I got to point something out about these promos, but I'm sure the people who made the game are kind of pissed off about the way the promos came out too. But these are like variable player power modules. And then these, okay, these are actually the starting cards. So your starting cards are just like move, get some fame, hit them back, hit them, get some fame, move, just real basic stuff. Then you'll get some really amazing cards out of here. Let's see. Here they are. So this is one of the expansions. Each player will have 3 cards, and they're basically additional actions they can take. And they'll be on this side, ready to be used. And then once you use them, they flip over, and you have to pay fame to ready them up again. So you pay 5 fame, ready this back up. So it just gives you some additional options, and provides a deeper level of strategy. And then there's some other really powerful cards in here that go with the Theater Legends mini expansion that have some more powerful, more intricate, more interactive stuff going on. So really cool stuff. But yeah, basically you're just going to be moving around here. The red, as far as I know so far, doesn't mean anything. You can attack anybody anywhere. It's just this is where all the action's basically going to happen. And then here's the wonderful people that hooked us up with this free copy. Derek and Lizzie Funkhauser. Over there at, come on now, the Board Game Spotlight. So thank you so much, Derek and Lizzie, for hooking us up with this game. Liking it so far. Oh, and I just wanted to say, I know this has got to be frustrating for everybody involved. You can see the huge difference in colors between these promo cards and the actual game cards. So if these are shuffled into your deck, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb. So you'll know what's coming up next. But anyway, it's not about that, right? It's about having the promos that other people don't have, isn't it? Right? Anyway. All right. So that was Carthage. Hope you enjoyed this run through and review. Be sure to check out Gaming on Board on all social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel. Just head on over to YouTube and look up Gaming on Board. You'll find us. We have close to 200 videos now. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the Gaming on Board YouTube channel, and also check us out on Twitch. We haven't been super active on Twitch, but we're going to start doing more live videos there, and we do post all of our Twitch videos here on the YouTube channel. So again, thanks for checking us out. Thanks to the Board Game Spotlight for hooking us up with this free copy of Carthage along with the playmat and the promos. And as always, thank you for watching, and play all the games.